Mordisco Elysium. Ja. I'm gonna have to go through a whole bunch of dialogue all over again because my character is emotionally fragile. Which is very unfortunate. Which also, unfortunately means I'm gonna have to kind of rush past some dialogue.
It's you again. What is it? And
You
Dad,
you caught him off balance. Push, and he will give way.
what did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is fun.
Yes.
All right.
Please try.
Okie dokie. This is just perfect.
Women are crazy. No, they're not. And you're not itching for any bumps. Don't betray your inexplicable feminist ideals for cheap macho friend points.
I already told you.
There's less gusto in it. The man is slowing down.
Come on,
You know what? Next time.
This is
That'll... Yeah.
on the floor.
What is this?
100? Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100?
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Okay. Oh, here it comes. Finish the thought. Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty Dum Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Humpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
There we go. Okay. Hmm. All right.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
All right, never mind. Fuck, man.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you. Then, shrugging is an international sign for no.
All right. Hmm. I said we gotta make a call to the precinct. Also gotta call that, Sylvie. Wow.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second. Sylvie Malaika on the line. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? No, not me. No. I honestly don't know.
Seems like Glacia wasn't lying when she said it was her. This corroborates her story. She made the call.
Okay. Please, no. Not this. You were trying to...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to?
Great. Anything else?
You hear?
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking. I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck. It used to be. But the communards were fond of them too. Call them revolutionary flowers. Bells of the revolution. You know what? No. They brought me misery, false hope, and disappointment. The revolutionaries sullied them.
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sullied the ID for you, was it? She gave them to me too, and your jealous little heart just couldn't accept it.
Enough! I can go over these matters in detail with you, Gaston. But not while we have company.
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
Maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you'll have to wait for at least a month. Yes. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night. Yes, yes. Like I said.
No, I don't.
The woman.
in an even.
The display rack. This is entirely, completely you. You have found the right books. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Okay. Off to the pawn shop with us.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure thing. Sure, man.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in... All the old boomboxes are there.
Let's go talk to Joyce.
You're back. Good.
What can I help you with?
Nothing new.
Everything's still cool here, officer. You keep coming back.
If he really wants to you find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments. The box smells like cat piss, or like a...
Economical, but also trendy. Look first. The shine on...
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask him. These are all boring.
These are all first-rate sunglasses.
The barbell waits patiently. An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Still nothing. No one's home. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on here.
Okay. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard. Some of the writing has faded with age. These lithe, translucent, one of the welkins, towering. It's Var the hull door.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welking creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collar, entire ocean, albeit dark, a pinned postcard reads, it looks at so much pain. Back pain, neck pain, headache. As time goes on.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalk, the handwriting, the full text outside. A cold wind wraps the... Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the frame, the speaker comes.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password. Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the film.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress accident is one moment. Fortress accident is... Any other questions? Good, thank you. Please repeat. How can I help you? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework. The speaker comes.
Good afternoon. Please repeat.
Crap.
Is this the production? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still. With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital in its short, the first try. Eventually, the 400,000 real. You're my yo. These guys knew how to party. Let's just say it was a Fortress Accident employed 18 people. And a single over. But on the other hand, their obligation, the production schedule It was impossible. They tried to make... They thought they could... They couldn't. No. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite every... That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor. The world had never seen their kind before, and might never. So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined. Well, yeah, that, and the catastrophic data loss. On the nature of the data loss, what is clear is that one day, an unidentified... When the project was returned, the team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider. Always read the terms of service. Mysteriously enough, it seems that it was the lead program, S. Lukanen, killed her. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement, in the ice bear refrigerator. Her former colleague, she's right, actually. Nothing wrong with keeping this type of filament memory in a fridge. The production schedule ends with a few random... 4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. I have compared the court... Sandbru 1147. That's what the street sign next to the church said. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn, radio frequencies, it seems, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and... You think so? Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive air width. These things don't come. Someone very important, whoever decides to... A list of names.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I...
Nothing is... The bear's eyes are dead and empty. A friendly cartoon. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like a nice... I know. What? At least it's not...
The fridge sits empty before you. An overindulged... Both cables are unplugged from somewhere in the dark. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current. This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. Turning the crank, you slip your finger. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super...
I have a pry bar in my kinema, in case you want to try again. Though it might be that my pry bar isn't strong enough for that lead.
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it.
Looks like it. No one has used it in ages.
It's dark and the echo is so prominent. It's impossible to discern what the voices are.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs. We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. A lush layer of... Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeology. Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal for makeup. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez.
He likes this find.
Okay, we gotta talk to the lady at the bookstore.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. I suppose it's all just a door. I hope you're...
Host Almighty, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Of course. All right.
Her facade has dropped.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she... Yes, I've heard some unnatural magic, I assume.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something, you always do.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. Yes, the wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the... Oh, this! There are numerous spells cast... It's not...
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy.
The curse is so... It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. But officer, there's nothing... There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you.
The woman looks aloof.
Yes?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello? Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain.
After you, officer.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you... So what kind of dye are you looking for? Yes, Amelie is like a... Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know, I'm a novelty dice maker.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
Of course, I can see that.
How did I become?
She doesn't let...
Some of my friends were roleplay. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And roleplayers is... nothing really.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you... Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, but I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night. I might... It's really...
This person values focus above all.
It's an odd profession.
She knows.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think the Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her big... Oh, right. But it's not just the books. You could say so. Both have. And then I've been...
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
I was just...
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Exactly. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today? More or less. Are you interested?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the...
Yeah.
You wouldn't. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law. It did.
You should have known.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding. There, and they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just lit. Yeah, don't. You.
But what drugs?
He got high on some weird...
Even you can probably do better than that.
There used to be a fashion atelier here. And, naturally, all the most fashion... Really? Anyway. There were... Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still... The usual.
Men like that are...
Sure. I have...
Maybe you could make a sword out of one.
For... They certainly took their work very... The usual... Well, they seem to believe... Yeah. India...
Showing up to work on time is...
And so is produced... Anything else? Oh, the place was owned by two... There was... And...
Fritte does the same thing.
Employing Soki teenage... And they already... Of course... Eventually, Ravishal ICT lost... He said...
Scary, but...
It's an... Bite.
A wise and noble beast.
Very good. Anyway...
Little spark outside it.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for... Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. Oh, yeah, like a hawk. Look at yourself. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. That's just, it ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't. Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Sure. Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. That's right. Every time you... 98% of all your money. Here you go, hustler. Fight the...
Alright guys, I gotta go to bed. Everybody have a good night.